You're alive right now for a reason. Inside you burns a fire so powerful it could light up cities. But here's the truth. Most people walk around with their fire barely flickering, living at 10% of their true potential. They wake up, go through their routine, and fall asleep, never knowing the giant that lives within them. I know because I was that person. 10 years ago, I sat in a cramped cubicle pushing papers, living someone else's dream. My salary paid the bills, but my soul was starving. Every morning I'd look in the mirror and see a stranger, someone existing but not truly living. My fire was dying and I knew it. Then one morning everything changed. Not because something magical happened, but because I finally opened my eyes to a simple truth. Mediocrity is a choice. Excellence is also a choice. And in that moment, I chose excellence. I started small. Instead of watching TV after work, I read books about successful people. Instead of complaining about my job, I started a small business from my garage. Instead of hanging out with dream killers, I found mentors who pushed me to grow. Within 3 years, my small business grew into a company that now employs 50 people. But the real transformation wasn't in my bank account. It was in my mind. You see, what changed wasn't my circumstances. What changed was my understanding of who I really am. And that's what I want you to grasp right now. You are not your current circumstances. You are not your past failures. You are not what others have labeled you. Look at your hands. These same hands that might type emails or flip burgers today could build empires tomorrow. Your mind, the one you think is average, carries the same potential that built pyramids and put humans on the moon. The only difference between extraordinary people and average people isn't talent. It's their decision to act on their potential. Every person carries seeds of greatness. It's not a matter of if you have greatness in you. You absolutely do. The only question is, will you water those seeds? Will you give them sunlight? Will you protect them until they break through the soil of mediocrity and grow into something magnificent? Today marks your turning point. Right here, right now, you're going to make a decision. Will you continue living as a fraction of who you could be? Or will you stand up right now and declare war on average? Your potential is crying out for expression. Those dreams you push down every morning, they're not random thoughts. They're glimpses of who you're meant to become. That dissatisfaction you feel, it's not a curse. It's a blessing pushing you toward your destiny. The world needs your fire. Your family needs your example. Your community needs your leadership. But most importantly, you need to become everything you were created to be. Purpose isn't just some fancy word. It's the reason you're breathing right now. Your purpose is that unique mark only you can leave on this world. Think about it. Out of billions of people who've ever lived, your fingerprint is unique. Your DNA is unique. Your voice is unique. So why would your contribution to this world be any different? Most people confuse purpose with a job. They think being a doctor or teacher or business owner is their purpose. But that's just the vehicle. Your purpose is bigger than your job. It's the impact you're meant to have through whatever you do. Look at your natural talents. What comes easily to you that others struggle with? Maybe you can solve problems in seconds that baffle others for hours. Maybe you have a gift for making scared children laugh. Maybe you can look at a broken system and instantly see how to fix it. These aren't accidents. They're clues to your purpose. Let me tell you about Sarah, a quiet janitor at a local hospital. For 20 years, she mopped floors and cleaned rooms. But Sarah understood something powerful. Her purpose wasn't cleaning floors. Her purpose was bringing hope to scared patients. She'd sing softly while she worked, share encouraging words, and remember every patient's name. When Sarah retired, doctors and nurses threw her a party. Why? Because in her small job, she fulfilled a massive purpose. Or take Marcus, a former gang member who now mentors at-risk youth. His past wasn't a mistake, it was preparation. His purpose found him when he realized his story could save others from his old path. Last year, 30 kids graduated high school because Marcus showed up every day living his purpose. But here's the warning. Living without purpose is dangerous. The signs are everywhere. Constant boredom, chronic complaining, comparing yourself to others, feeling empty even when you succeed, changing jobs hoping the next one will fulfill you. These aren't character flaws. They're alarms telling you to find your purpose. Want to know if you're off purpose? Check your energy. When you're living your purpose, you don't need an alarm clock. Your purpose wakes you up. You don't watch the clock at work. You lose track of time. You don't dread Mondays. You can't wait to make an impact. So how do you find your purpose? Start with these steps. First, list what makes you angry. Not irritated, but righteously angry. What problems make your blood boil? That anger points to what you're meant to fix. Second, notice what makes you lose track of time. When are you so focused that hours feel like minutes? That's your sweet spot. Third, ask what advice people constantly seek from you. What do others naturally trust you with? That's your gift. Fourth, recall your biggest trials. What have you overcome? Your purpose often hides in your scars. Finally, write your own eulogy. What do you want people to say you did with your life? That's your compass. Your purpose isn't hiding in some far-off place. It's buried in these answers. It's in the intersection of what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. Stop searching for your purpose in other people's lives. Stop waiting for some mystical moment. Your purpose is calling you right now through your discontent, through your dreams, through that quiet voice that says there must be more. The world is waiting for your purpose. Someone out there needs exactly what only you can give. Your purpose isn't just about you. It's about all the lives you're meant to touch. And until you step into it fully, those lives remain untouched. Those problems remain unsolved. That impact remains unmade. And then your biggest enemy isn't out there. It's between your ears. Those voices telling you you can't, you're not good enough, it's too late, you don't have what it takes. They're lies. Every single one of them. These aren't your thoughts. They're downloaded programs from a world that profits from your mediocrity. From childhood, you've been programmed. Be realistic. Get a safe job. Don't stand out. Follow the crowd. Society wants you manageable, predictable, average. Why? Because average people are easier to control. Average people buy things they don't need. Average people don't challenge the status quo. But here's what science says about your potential. Your brain has 86 billion neurons, making 100 trillion connections. Each thought creates new neural pathways. Each time you push past your limits, your brain physically rewires itself. Athletes once thought running a 4-minute mile was impossible. Once Roger Bannister did it, others followed within weeks. Why? Because the mental barrier was broken. The human brain hasn't reached its limits. It's barely waking up. Scientists discovered neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to form new connections throughout your life. You're not stuck with your current abilities. Your intelligence isn't fixed. Your talents aren't set in stone. Every time you say, I can't, you're lying to yourself about your biological reality. Want to reprogram your mind? Start here. Catch your limiting thoughts. When you think, I can't, add yet. I can't start a business becomes, I can't start a business yet. I can't speak in public becomes, I can't speak in public yet. This tiny word tells your brain there's a path forward. Second, feed your mind intentionally. Your brain builds neural pathways from what you repeatedly expose it to. Watch success stories instead of mindless entertainment. Read books that challenge you instead of social media that drains you. Listen to growth-focused content instead of negative news. Third, act before you feel ready. Your brain creates confidence after you act, not before. Every morning, do something that scares you. Make that call, send that proposal, speak up in that meeting. Each small win rewires your brain for courage. Look at Lisa, a single mom who couldn't read until age 40. Everyone told her it was too late, but she reprogrammed her mind, studied daily, and now runs literacy programs helping others break their mental chains. Her brain didn't change, her beliefs did. Or Michael, who lost both legs in an accident. Doctor said he'd never walk again. He refused that programming. Through relentless mental and physical training, he completed a marathon on prosthetic legs. His body didn't make that possible. His mindset did. These aren't special people. They're people who understood that mental barriers are self-imposed. They're people who decided their potential is stronger than their programming. They're people who chose to believe in their capacity for growth over society's limitations. Your turn. What mental barrier will you break today? What limiting belief will you challenge? What impossible goal will you pursue? Your brain is waiting for your command. Your potential is waiting for your permission. Your future is waiting for your decision. Stop waiting for a title to lead. Leadership isn't a position, it's a decision. Right now, someone is watching you, learning from you, following your example. You're already leading. The only question is, are you leading with purpose? Every person alive is born to lead in their sphere of influence. Your sphere might be your family, your workplace, your community, or even your social media followers. Size doesn't matter, impact does. A mother leading her children shapes the future more powerfully than many CEOs. A teacher leading a classroom molds more lives than many politicians. Leadership comes in many forms. There's visible leadership, the kind that comes with titles and authority. But there's also moral leadership. Standing for what's right when others stay silent. There's creative leadership, showing new ways to solve old problems. There's servant leadership, lifting others by putting their needs first. There's thought leadership, challenging old ideas with better ones. The janitor who keeps the hospital spotless leads in cleanliness standards. The quiet accountant who refuses to fudge numbers leads in integrity. The grocery store worker who makes customers feel valued leads in service excellence. These people don't have fancy titles, but their leadership impacts lives daily. Want to develop real leadership qualities? Start with self-leadership. You can't lead others if you can't lead yourself. Wake up early. Keep your commitments. Control your emotions. Master your time. Your private victories precede your public victories. Build trust through consistency. Leaders who say one thing and do another lose followers fast. Match your words with your actions. Show up when you say you will. Finish what you start. Keep your promises, especially small ones. Trust is built in drops, but lost in buckets. Take full responsibility for your influence. Every word you speak, every action you take, every attitude you display shapes someone else's life. Your bad mood can ruin someone's day. Your encouragement can save someone's life. Own this power. Use it wisely. Stop blaming circumstances. True leaders don't make excuses. They make progress. When problems arise, average people ask, whose fault is this? Leaders ask, what can I do about this? When things go wrong, take 100% responsibility. When things go right, give away 100% of the credit. Your leadership character matters more than your leadership style. Build integrity. Do what's right when no one's watching. Build courage. Take action while others talk. Build humility. Stay teachable no matter how much you achieve. Build resilience. Bounce back stronger from every setback. Here's what most people don't understand. Leadership isn't about controlling others. It's about serving others. It's not about being in front. It's about clearing the path for others to succeed. True leadership is about multiplication. Creating more leaders, not more followers. Think you're too young to lead? Mozart composed at 5. Think you're too old? Grandma Moses started painting at 76. Think you lack resources? Think of Nelson Mandela leading a movement from a prison cell. Your background doesn't determine your leadership potential. Your past mistakes don't disqualify you from leading. Some of the best leaders come from the biggest failures. Why? Because they learned what doesn't work, they developed empathy, they built resilience. Leadership starts with small decisions, picking up trash others walk past, speaking up when others stay silent, helping someone who can't repay you. Each small act builds your leadership muscles. Each time you choose responsibility over comfort, you grow as a leader. The world desperately needs your leadership. Problems are growing faster than solutions. Communities are breaking down. Values are eroding. The old models of leadership aren't enough anymore. We need every person, yes, you, to step up and lead in their sphere. Don't wait for permission to lead. Don't wait for validation. Don't wait for perfect conditions. The greatest leaders in history faced doubt, opposition, and inadequate resources. What made them leaders wasn't their circumstances. It was their decision to act despite their circumstances. Dreams fade with morning light. Vision drives you all day long. Dreams live in your mind. Vision lives on paper. Dreams excite you. Vision transforms you. The difference? Dreams are wishes. Vision is a blueprint. Your vision must be crystal clear. No one builds a house with a foggy blueprint. No one reaches a destination with a blurry map. Take out a piece of paper right now. Write down exactly what you want your life to look like in 5 years. Be specific. What time do you wake up? What work do you do? Who's around your table? What impact are you making? A powerful vision statement has 5 parts. First, your core values, what you stand for no matter what. Second, your main contribution, what problem you'll solve. Third, your growth targets, what you'll become. Fourth, your impact zone, who you'll serve. Fifth, your timeline, when you'll achieve each part. But vision without goals is just daydreaming. Your vision needs legs to walk on. Break it down into yearly goals. Break those into monthly milestones. Break those into weekly targets. Break those into daily actions. Now your vision has a staircase to climb. Watch out for vision killers. Negative people who say it can't be done. Avoid them. Past failures that haunt you, learn from them. Comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20, stop it. Information overload that paralyzes you, filter it. Waiting for perfect conditions, they don't exist. Written goals are power tools. Science proves it. You're 42% more likely to achieve goals you write down. Writing makes them real. Writing makes them clear. Writing makes them urgent. The faintest ink is stronger than the strongest memory. Rate each goal SMART, specific, exact numbers. Measurable, trackable progress. Achievable, stretched but possible. Relevant, supports your vision. Time-bound, clear deadline. Vague goals produce vague results. Make more money isn't a goal. Generate $10,000 monthly by December through my online business. That's a goal. Review your written goals daily. First thing morning, last thing night. Let them be the bookends of your day. Your mind works like a heat-seeking missile. It moves toward what you focus on. Focus on your goals. Watch your actions align automatically. Post your goals where you'll see them. Your mirror, your car, your desk, your phone screen. Let them stare at you until you act on them. Let them challenge you when you want to quit. Let them remind you why you started. Most importantly, connect your goals to your vision. Goals without vision are like stairs leading nowhere. Vision without goals is like a destination without a road. You need both. Your vision pulls you forward. Your goals keep you on track. Start now. Take out that paper, write that vision. Set those goals. Your future is waiting for your instructions. Your potential is waiting for your direction. Your destiny is waiting for your decision. Vision without action is hallucination. Goals without action are just wishes. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is called action. Starting now is better than starting perfect. Success isn't an event, it's a daily habit. Champions aren't made in the spotlight. They're made in empty gyms at 5 a.m. Your daily habits are either building your future or destroying it. There's no middle ground. Every day, you're becoming someone. The question is who? Build success habits brick by brick. Wake up 1 hour earlier, read 10 pages daily, make 3 business calls before lunch, exercise for 30 minutes, save 10% of every dollar. Small habits compound into massive results. The compound effect is ruthless. It works both ways. Skip the gym once, no problem. Skip it daily, become unhealthy. Waste 1 hour, no big deal. Waste it daily, destroy your dreams. Make 1 sales call, nothing happens. Make it daily, build an empire. Most people overestimate what they can do in a day and underestimate what they can do in a year. Small actions, repeated daily, create miracles. A 1% improvement daily makes you 37 times better yearly. Your small choices are shaping your destiny. Excellence isn't an act, it's a habit. It's doing ordinary things extraordinarily well. It's attention to tiny details others ignore. It's going the extra mile when no one's watching. It's maintaining high standards, especially when it's inconvenient. Create your personal action plan now. First, list your 3 most important goals. Second, identify 3 daily actions that move you toward each goal. Third, schedule these actions in your calendar, not your to-do list. What gets scheduled gets done. Morning routine. Win the day before it starts. 60 minutes of power, 20 minutes movement, 20 minutes learning, 20 minutes planning. No phone, no email, no distractions. Win your morning, win your day. Afternoon routine. Block your peak energy hours for important work. Eliminate distractions. Work in focused 90-minute blocks. Take short breaks to stay sharp. Protect your productive time like your life depends on it, because it does. Evening routine. Review your day's wins. Plan tomorrow's actions. Read something useful. Reflect on your growth. Set yourself up for tomorrow's success. Your evening routine determines your morning success. Track everything that matters. Your business numbers, your fitness progress, your learning goals, your financial growth. What gets measured grows. What gets monitored improves. Your tracking systems determine your success systems. Create accountability structures. Find a mentor who's where you want to be. Join a mastermind group of high achievers. Share your goals with someone who won't let you quit. External accountability accelerates internal growth. Excellence demands elimination. Cut out time-wasting activities. Remove toxic relationships. Delete apps that steal your focus. Say no to good opportunities that distract from great ones. What you remove is as important as what you add. Start now, not tomorrow, not next week, not when conditions are perfect. Success loves speed. Action beats perfection. Movement creates momentum. Every minute you wait is a minute someone else has taken action. Your success isn't just about you. Every step forward you take pulls others up with you. Every barrier you break shows others what's possible. Your growth creates a path for others to follow. Think bigger than personal success. Think generational impact. What you build today will echo in lives you'll never meet. The business you start might employ thousands. The book you write might change millions. The values you live might shape centuries. Your success creates ripples. When you win, your family sees what's possible. Your community gains hope. Your example lights the way, but your failure does too. It shows others what happens when dreams die unfulfilled. And legacy isn't what you leave for people, it's what you leave in people. Money can be spent, buildings can crumble, but character you build in others lasts forever. Values you transfer shape generations. Wisdom you share changes destinies. Start your legacy today. First step, write your life's mission statement. What mark will you leave? What problems will you solve? What values will you transfer? Make it clear, make it bold, make it bigger than yourself. Second step, identify your legacy vehicles. Your business, your art, your teaching, your giving, your inventions. Pick your tools, sharpen them daily, use them purposefully. Third step, build legacy habits, document your journey, share your lessons, mentor others, give freely, live your values loudly. Small acts today create lasting impact tomorrow. Fourth step, create legacy structures. Start that foundation, build that school, write that curriculum, launch that movement. Your impact needs systems to outlive you. Remember, time moves one way. Every day spent not building your legacy is a day lost forever. Every person you could impact but don't is an opportunity gone. Your potential impact is too valuable to waste. Your time here is limited, but your impact doesn't have to be. Start now, build now, give now. The world needs your contribution. Generations await your impact. Your legacy starts today. Stand up. Right now, stand up. This is your moment. Everything you've heard today means nothing without this decision. Your potential is calling. Your purpose is waiting. Your legacy is watching. Remember, your potential is limitless. Your purpose is unique. Your mind is powerful. Leadership lives in you. Your vision guides you. Excellence defines you. Your impact echoes forever. But none of this matters without action. Take out your phone right now. Open your calendar. Schedule these 3 things. First, tomorrow morning, 5 a.m., start your success routine. Second, this weekend, write your vision statement. Third, next week, begin your legacy project. No more waiting, no more excuses, no more playing small. Your greatness has been patient long enough. The world has waited for your contribution long enough. The time is now. Walk out these doors different. Walk out these doors decided. Walk out these doors dangerous. Dangerous to mediocrity. Dangerous to excuses. Dangerous to small thinking. Your future is calling, answer it. Your destiny is knocking, open it. Your greatness is waiting, release it. Now go, take action, make impact, leave your mark. The world is waiting for you.